And we're live.
All right.
Hello. We've got downtown 66. I'm going to say beautiful life. Of course, it doesn't say, yeah, it does say beautiful, but there's a 3 in there. Free Hanley, Craig's Cabin. Oops, hopefully is still here.
Hopefully.
Diane. Who else is in here? Rambling with the Brooms.
Is it?
It is Brooms.
Wasn't Kristen from Lazy C in here?
Yeah, Kristen is in here from Lazy C.
Who's that? Diane?
Yeah, Diane's in here.
Yeah.
Craig's Cabin?
Craig's Cabin was in Hoop's thing this morning, I think. If I remember right.
I don't remember. You start seeing everybody and all over the place. I mean, you know, I forget where I've seen them.
Yeah.
Lori Carp?
Hi, Lori Carp.
Hey, Lori. So, guys, you guys were at, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You guys were at just a few hundred people. And then within a week's span, less than, you're over 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. We went over 1,000 we hit 1,000 on Friday night while I was in downtown 66's live.
Really?
Yes. And then it dropped immediately to like 987.
As soon as it hit 1K, it dropped back down to 991.
Yeah,
I mean, as soon as it hit 1K, then it went straight down.
Well, right now, you guys are at, let's see, the official. Actually, y'all would have the official. I see 1.03.
When I looked, we were at 1,056.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we came in on the live. So yeah.
Go ahead.
This is what we are.
We're stupid blessed.
Stupid blessed. Bar Run Forge, yes.
Yeah, we are stupid blessed.
Yeah,
we were at 491 the Friday before last.
Yes.
Yes. So 491, and then we were invited by Anthony at Country Road Cure to come to the Freedom Weekend.
Correct.
And Mike and Anthony had talked a few times, and we got out there. Everybody was awesome. And Anthony said, this is what we're going to do. He's like, we're going to have y'all do a live, and everybody here is going to push it out on their channel. And that's what they did. And without all those people, there's no way we would be where we are. No way.
Well, not this soon. You would eventually get there.
Eventually we would have gotten there. I mean, we were probably averaging about 100 subs a month, give or take. Some months more. I think they were going a little more the more we went into it. But yeah, without them this past weekend.
So Anthony called me.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, he goes, I've talked to all the channels that are going to be here, and we all agree we want you guys to do the live on Saturday night when we're all around the campfire.
Right.
And we're going to put the announcement, the thumbnail, everything on our community pages and push it all out to everybody. And when we went live, we're normally seeing about 38, 45. Sometimes we got up to almost 60 in one of our lives. But then that number started going like a slot machine.
Wow, Saturday was crazy. There was no way we were keeping up with that chat. It was just
nuts. We realized that night when you go to these larger channels pages, and we only had like 170 in there at a time.
Well, it went up to 300 and something.
Oh yeah, but it averaged about 175.
Yeah.
And then when you're watching people's lives, like larger channels, and you say they just skip over a bunch of people, you can't keep up with that chat. There's no
Imagine.
way you can do it. Or you're just going to have an hour and a half to 2 hours of just reading comments.
Scrolling
Because
up and
when
down.
it jumps like 100 or more at a time. And so Terry did her best to read all those things. We got everybody was, clapping and yelling and screaming every time we said somebody's name and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And once that chat was over, we were well over 500.
It was just,
And then we started watching it. She started watching it on her phone, and you could hold it there and watch that thing just climb by the 50s and 25s.
You'd be on there and you'd see one number, and then you'd go back and there'd be like 20 more people just 15 minutes later.
And it was insane.
And it kept going. It was like, oh my gosh.
I told her, I said, it scared me, because you never see something like that.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Vegas or something, but you don't see stuff like that, because you're going, you're just crawling along. And then when somebody takes an interest in you, and that's a big key, because there's a lot of channels out there that they got to 100 subs and they got 200 watch hours. It's just when somebody like Danny and Austin.
Yeah.
Danny and Austin
Gray
just
Mountain
got
Farm.
on Gray Mountain Farm. They just got on. And Jason, Jared, they all shouted them out, and they went to 1,000 overnight.
Yeah, after Prior, Gray Mountain Farm did the same thing. They, for whatever reason, Jason really took a liking to them. They're awesome people. We really like them. And they shouted them out, and it just went crazy for them too. So, but I think that's it too, is just, if you get into this community, this homesteading off-grid community, that, and get your name out, then people notice you and they decide, do I like them? Do I not like them? And then and they just, I don't know. It's been awesome. Everybody in this community has been amazing. And I look forward to paying it forward and helping other channels too. So, yeah.
And that's what, when Fowler was on, even before we started the live, and then we brought it into the live a little bit, is there are probably a lot of good channels out there that aren't big just simply because they're not known yet. I mean, YouTube doesn't start pushing you a whole lot until you've gotten
until you get to 1,000.
Right. Right. And so
once you get 1,000, we haven't gotten it yet, but at 1,000, you get your community tab. So once you start posting on that, then you're getting pushed out more to people in your community, in your circle more. So, and that helps too once you're over 1,000.
Speaking of Fowler, they just came in.
Hi, Mike and Tanya.
And Connie's in here.
Hi, Connie.
Oh, we like Connie White.
We do. Connie's awesome.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't say, and I don't know if you're watching the chat or not, but Ricky, where'd it go? Ricky Ventures and Lazy Pond Kevin.
Kevin.
This is the smile from Brooms. Yeah. So where are you guys at on your watch hours? Because that's going to take you a minute now.
Well, the watch hours, I checked before we got in here, and they were at
1822 as of the 10th.
As of the 10th.
Okay.
There's a lag in that. So as of the 10th, they're 1822. So we'll see in the next few days where that goes.
You get surprised because people that we don't interact with, I mean, steadily and stuff like that, they said, "Hey, I'm going to put yours. I'm going to put your videos out there. I'm just going to let it play." Yeah. And we heard that from dozens upon dozens of channels, and it's like Doug at His Way Homestead said, "Make sure Terry puts every one of your videos on an all playlist so people can just click on it and let it run all night." Yeah. And we have a lot of people that are doing that. So we'll see
Well,
how effective that is once
like
they update again.
Living Simple went and they did a congratulations video for us and put it out on their live last night, and then they put the little video on Instagram today.
Yeah.
So, or they may have put it on last night. I just caught it this morning. But yeah, it's like I said, I'm just crazy humbled and thank everyone, because there's no way. I mean, we would have gotten there eventually, but without all these people helping us, there's no way. So
not this soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys would have definitely gotten there. Did you read? Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. First of all, Carpenter Self-Reliance is in here. Hello.
Hi, Carpenter Self-Reliance.
This Aussie, he's cracking me up here. Hoops, where did it go?
Let's see.
I think he's up higher.
Hoops.
He's dropping in and out, but I managed to sneak off to the dunny so I can sit and watch for a bit. And somebody gave me the definition of a dunny.
Beautiful Life said dunny is the toilet.
Yeah, dunny is a toilet. So that's funny.
Awesome. That's awesome, Hoops.
Creekside Maples is the same way. They're kind of, you
Oh my
never know.
gosh.
Never know what they're gonna say.
Tony is a hoot.
Yeah, Tony.
He sells it. Yeah, we went on. We both went on.
Yeah.
Eventually, but Bramble Hills Homestead.
Yeah.
Out of Canada. They did a live last night, and we went on there for a little bit. The only reason I went on though, because I'd watched Living Simples, and Tony was on there, and you were on there for a little while when he was on there, I think, maybe.
I was in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. And
he was cracking me up.
Tony was he was on a roll last night.
Yeah.
So then he went over on Bramble Hills and was in there, and she had thrown up a link for anybody to come on, and I went, you let this guy in? Did you see what he did? But yeah, we love Tony and Joni. They're awesome.
Yeah, they
so
are.
Fun. Yep.
So what is your next plans for as far as content goes on your channel? You guys did the Wyoming trip, and you did, I think, what, OKC?
Right. Yeah, well, we did the Wyoming trip. I still got to get videos up for that, because all we did through that was lives so far. Yeah, so I still got to get the videos. I've got to edit all those. There was so much
film that's crazy.
Yeah, and I've got to get it all edited down, and there was some of it that I felt like it deserved more reverence, because we went to Battle of Little Bighorn site, and to me, I didn't want to just throw that in there with everything else. So I want to give it the weight it deserves. So, and then we did the Freedom thing in Arkansas, the Freedom Weekend in Arkansas. And then the other day we did our fishing trip. Yeah. We'll probably do some more updates on Homestead here shortly.
Yeah, we're right now we're looking to purchase some goats and some hair sheep for our pasture back here. We're also, because right now we're a little bit late on getting piglets, because we want to raise some pigs, and so we're gonna go that route. But the biggest growth on the homestead is we had a cat that someone dropped off on us
a while back,
and she had 4 kittens.
Mm-hmm. Most everybody saw that part.
And then yesterday,
they're cute.
she had 7 kittens.
Are you kidding?
No. 7 more kittens.
She ran off, and we knew she ran off one time, and she hadn't even finished weaning the other ones. And she ran off.
Oh my goodness.
And she came back, and I thought she was just getting fat. I'm like, we got to go get her fixed or go do something, And then,
yesterday we heard meowing, and there's 7 cats.
Yeah.
I would take them to Sulphur.
Yeah. Put a thing out for kittens.
She's trying to catch up with the chickens.
Yeah. So when and where are y'all getting Nigerians?
Yeah, that's what she wants.
I want Nigerian.
Have you chosen any yet?
Mm-mm. No. He's got somebody that is in the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association that we were looking to get some from.
Yeah.
So, and they've got nice.
But all he has left are Billies.
Yeah. That's been a lot of people just have Billies this year.
Are you going to do the registered, or are you going to go not registered?
No.
No, I just want them for milk.
We want a breeding pair. We'll keep those, and then we will, when they start kidding and stuff like that, we'll either sell them, and if we can't get rid of them, then we'll put them in the freezer can. Because I love goat meat.
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
I have 2 does that I'm hoping is bred for the fall that are not registered.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know and we'll get with you.
And the only reason
buy some from you.
The real reason we want the hair sheep is hair sheep, they eat down and goats eat up.
Yeah.
I mean, goats will eat grass and stuff when there's nothing left that they can reach, but the sheep will definitely keep that pasture down for us.
Yeah.
Because our house, where our house is, used to be part of a cattle ranch, and the dirt here is so deep black over the years and stuff like that the grass just grows up 3 or 4 feet tall. So, and you just can't keep up with it with the a riding lawnmower.
Y'all are on just like a few acres, right?
Yeah, we're on 2.75.
Yeah.
We're trying to buy the acreage that's next to us.
Yeah.
And I've offered the guy money, and then because they never have nothing on there, all of a sudden he put cows on there the next day.
Yeah.
But he didn't fix the fence, and then the cows were over in our yard because it's all weeds on that side, and we have nothing but grass. So they're just tearing up our land, and it was raining. So now when you're riding on the mower, it's just like an old dirt road because there's holes everywhere. So.
You're like, what's his name on Green Acres? I can't think.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Oh, what was his name?
Eddie Arnold.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Eddie Arnold.
And Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So Demera sheep. I don't know what Demera sheep are. I've not heard of those. Beautiful Life said they have Demera sheep.
I don't know what that is either. But I thought about maybe a Katahdin Dorper mix myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
we just want the hair sheep because we don't want to deal with the wool.
Right, exactly. No, I don't want. I'd go buy alpacas or something. I don't.
Yeah. If you want to.
Yeah, and I haven't figured out a purpose for alpacas really.
Yeah, unless you've got a lot of them and selling the wool.
The wool,
Yeah.
Wool is probably the main.
I think Daniel Arms mentioned it one time because all they did was shear it, pack it up, and then they mailed it someplace and they sent them a check.
For the wool?
Yeah.
Do they pay? Did they do their own shearing, or did
No,
they
had a friend of theirs come in and shear the llamas for them.
Yeah.
Or alpacas.
Donkey poodles. Tony, doesn't Tony and Joni have some alpacas?
No, their friends do.
Oh, their friends do. Okay.
So what did Walker Farm Fam have? Alpacas or llamas?
They got alpacas too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got 2 of them.
Yep. Yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing all those folks in Sulphur.
Yeah.
And someone said in a chat the other day that Houston and Daniel, it was in a Rustics Live the other day, that Houston and Daniel were going to try to be there.
Well, I think Daniel, when we met Daniel Arms at the noodling contest, he didn't want to put his name out there because he wants it to be about Brandon and the Fowlers and stuff.
He didn't want to commit.
He just said, I said, so, are you going to go? He goes, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
He didn't want to take away anything from him because if he puts his name in there, he gets a whole different clientele of people that would come in, he said. So he didn't want to make it public or anything like that.
Right. He didn't want to commit, and he may or may not be there.
Yeah, he may or may not.
They may go to Florida. That's what they're usually doing this time of year, is going to Florida.
Yeah.
Beautiful Life. Demera are an African breed, and they don't need shearing.
Oh, wow.
I hadn't heard of them.
I have
Now I have.
never heard of them. So Ricky, he says wrong one. There. It's not as easy as
No.
it didn't look easy.
No, it didn't look easy to me either.
No.
Yeah,
His
rambling with
color.
the brooms. None of the large channels will commit yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay too. I mean,
That's good because we're not a large channel, but we committed. We're definitely going.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. So I know Walker Farm said that they're going.
Yeah.
Like they said they are going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't know what a dunny was there, Hoops.
No. Oh, I thought he was just being funny
Kinda
there.
like we didn't know what stay moist meant either.
No, no, we didn't know that either, but I'm glad to know.
Hi, Brenda Baker.
Brenda Baker.
Grumpy Grandpa. Mark is here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi, Mark from Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show.
Hopefully Debbie's on there too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her. Has anybody seen Doug yet?
No.
This would be the one he doesn't show up in.
Grumpy Grandpa, they said they were going to go down to Sulphur. Didn't they?
Yep. Yeah. And Porter Valley.
Oh, okay.
Because Doug is actually getting a dog from them, an LGD from them.
Yeah.
And,
well, and Doug had said something about maybe stopping by on his way by here.
Yeah.
So he's not staying because we got our rooms full for the for the weekend. But
he says, I keep trying to hit it, and then it gives. He says that she's busy, but he'll tell her to get her iPad.
all right.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Downtown 66 will be at Sulphur. She's one of the people that's going to be staying here at our house.
Oh,
She's my
okay.
best friend from way back. So
Yeah, I knew that. I didn't know she was going. Where does she? Is she in Oklahoma or
she's in Missouri.
Missouri?
Yeah.
Didn't Emma say something about coming?
Emma's not going to make it, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she said she wouldn't be able to make it.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna make it, and that's I wish she could.
Yeah,
You talking about Sunny's place?
Yeah. Look
at this.
Uh-oh, Tony's in here.
Oh,
Hi,
Creekside
Tony and Joni.
How do I get that off the screen? I don't even know how. There you go. How are the turkeys? I haven't seen them in a little bit.
They're big. They're getting big. Yeah, that's why I said I need to do another update because they're getting really big. And every time I go in there, they're just right there, and it's like, okay, guys.
I did a short on TikTok.
Oh, did you?
Turkeys, because he was out there, and I walked out there in the morning. I think it was Sunday, and he was all fluffed up trying to be a big turkey and stuff, and he has his little fan feathers going up, and so he's trying to be a big turkey, and then she's just
we figured they're 3.5 months old now. Maybe.
Yeah.
So
Are they definitely a Tom and hen? Are you for sure?
I think they are because she's not getting the characteristics like he is, and they're the exact same age.
His snood lays flat and hangs over now. And
Yeah.
hers is still kind of just a little stump, it doesn't really, it hasn't grown. So yes, we think they are, but
We're hoping they are.
Yeah. Not going to commit and
But
say
those two turkeys are so in love with her. I mean, she goes out there and they just light up, and then she goes in there and she can just squat down and just pet them, and they just sit there and look at her because she's been petting and playing with them since they're little chicks every single day.
And you're the one I saw talking to them.
Yeah, I talk to them, but when they see her, they just light up because turkeys see in color.
Do they?
They see her blonde hair, and as soon as she walks out the door, they're like, and they're all over her.
What does this mean that he said here, Green Horde 1 acre?
Needs to get back up to the one.
Hey, Skinner Farms.
He has 1 acre where he's building his tiny house.
Okay. Yeah.
So he calls it the 1 acre.
Yeah. And he's been spending a lot of time.
The 1.00, he said.
He's been spending a lot of time in Hawaii, I think, because he's got.
I don't know if he's gone back there though.
Yeah, he's got some acreage there, but he was here, well, not here, but he was at the Freedom.
Yeah, he came from Arizona to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Flew in. I think he works for the airlines.
Yeah, he worked.
And he was jumping around catching flights until he could get to, I guess, Fort Smith or someplace.
And then he had an Uber driver bring him out in the middle of nowhere.
All of a sudden, around midnight, 11 o'clock or midnight, a car starts driving up the road, and it's Eric from Greenhorn 1 acre. He took an Uber from the airport out to the middle of nowhere. That poor girl was scared.
Yeah, she's like, "Where are you taking me?"
But he said, he renting a car, he said was like $290, and an Uber was $90. So he said it was a no-brainer because he don't plan on driving when he got out there.
Yeah.
So,
and
I'm wearing his T-shirt.
Yeah, I have one of those. I really like Greenhorn 1 acre.
Yeah.
Connie wants to know what "stay moist" means.
That means to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
That's how they say it down there.
It's they're saying goodbye. See you later.
Stay moist.
Right.
But
Oops always says peace out and stay moist. That's his catchphrase. So
yeah,
and wait and see how long it takes me to get the shirt I ordered from him.
It's amazing that is still going on in everybody's live stream. The stay moist.
Tony kind of made it famous on the North American continent from Creekside Maples. Yeah. They played with that word for several lives.
Well, I know Lori and I kind of gone back and forth too in chat about stay moist.
Because I was like, stay moist. What did I step into? Yeah. What kind of live stream is this?
Yeah, is this PG or what is
Howdy,
this?
Arizona kid.
Hi, Arizona kid.
Are you guys letting your roosters, your turkeys? They're big now. Are they in the coop, or what are they doing? Are they free range?
They're still in a pen. We've got a 20 by 10 by 20.
We have a 10 by 30.
10 by 30. Oh yeah, we
have a 10 by 30 for two turkeys, and I mean that gives them more than enough room. We just want to make sure.
We have coyotes around.
Yeah, we have coyotes here.
So I don't.
Lots of coyotes. So
I'm worried.
And of course, the turkeys can fly and stuff like that, and they can get out, not like a chicken or something like that. But and they're right underneath the gigantic pecan tree, and they could fly up there easily. We just want to make sure that when we do finally get to that day when they're fully matured, that they're going to stay around the farm, kind of like Dutch and them do. They have a turkey.
I had Homestead.
And that's why she messes with them every day, just so they're not mean like Jared Crocker's turkey that he had to get rid of and stuff like that. Or Adler's.
Adler's was real mean. Oh,
yeah.
Every time
you never know what's going to happen when they start the hormones.
Yeah.
They're finally getting to a breeding season and stuff like that. You never know what's going to happen after that.
I would get angry when I watched angry at that turkey. Like I couldn't put up with that long. That was.
Well, it always seemed he went in there. What was he using? Something red. There was something that he had with red, and I've always heard that turkeys will attack things if it's red.
Yeah, because they see in color.
Yeah. So, and I'm thinking maybe it's just attacking because he's got this whatever. Well, I don't remember what it was. A trash can lid. Yeah. He was using, and it was red. And I'm thinking maybe it's just attacking because it's red. But I don't know.
Yeah,
that turkey's gone. So
it needed to go.
Yeah,
well, a long time, in my opinion.
That one that was it. Brandon's turkey the other day, or not turkey, but rooster.
Yeah.
Rooster attacked his son. Yeah,
that was a hen.
That was a hen that did
Oh,
her.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a rooster.
No, that was a hen.
Oh, I could have sworn it was the rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rooster, he believes the rooster killed the hen inside the pen.
Oh, okay.
Because what they'll do is like we had 2 barred rock roosters and they were gigantic and they were brutal to the hens. I mean,
They
to
would
the point
stomp on 'em.
they would get on top of them, breed them, and then start just
Pecking and
stepping on their heads and pecking their eyes and stuff like that. So we put both of those guys in freezer camp. And now we got FDR, who is our Americana, and he's doing his job, but he's not a brutal chicken. But those, I mean, when you looked at them, their feet were as big as my hand. They were huge.
That's mine isn't that big. I have a barred rock. I think y'all commented on the video. One of you did. She was supposed to be a pullet, and it turned out to be a rooster.
Yeah.
And so we kept the barred rock, and I have the other roosters in a mobile coop.
Mm-hmm.
But next weekend is the poultry auction, and we're going to try to sell them the other roosters there because I just have too many. They're tearing up the hens.
Yeah.
But so far, my barred rock hasn't been a problem.
Well, then the 2 barred rocks we had, because we had the Americana FTR, they kept chasing him back up into the coop. They wouldn't let him come out.
He couldn't even come out to eat.
And I
And he
like,
was losing weight.
They got to go.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was bad.
You don't want to breed that. Yeah.
No,
you don't
no.
want those genetics.
No. So, yeah.
And if you've seen FDR, he looks like a Picasso painting. It looks like someone just poured a bunch of paint on a chicken, and he's just I love him. He's especially when he dances.
He's pretty.
Yeah.
When he dances, he's just like all over it.
Like to watch my Bantam dance. It's funny. It's just funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
I don't either. I forgot.
Well, let's wait until she figures out what she said. It's going to say.
Oh, that could take all night. I don't remember what I was. Ask Laura. I mean, the other day I forgot what I was going to tell her, and then I remembered it, but she talked for another minute, and I'm like, crap, I forgot again. So then, yeah.
I thought you meant ask her because she would know. I thought she was psychic.
Yeah.
When you did your roosters, did you skin them or did you pluck them?
No, I all I did was we skinned them because she made
and that's what I was going to say.
Out of Stewie.
Yeah. He made really good enchiladas the other day.
Yeah. really good enchiladas.
He skinned him, so I stewed him. And then we had enchiladas. So. And
then we still got
so he served his purpose. And
what's the other one's name was?
Coco.
Coco. He's in the freezer, and she's going to make Coco Vin out of him. So, yeah, we just skin them because we're not going to make fried chicken or anything out of them because they're roosters. But when you put them in a crock pot and you cook them down and stuff like that, they make great soups and great enchiladas.
Yeah. Thank you, awesome. Rambling with the Brooms. We so appreciate y'all. That is awesome.
He probably appreciates us. He probably appreciates us getting his name right now.
Yeah, probably so. What did she say? But my husband bought eggs to hatch and didn't think they could sex them very well, so he bought 50 and ended up with 47.
Oh
and 3 hens.
Oh no. That's horrible.
I hope y'all had company for butchering day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, if you look, Mike's in the way, but they're the other way. There's a big brown cardboard box back there under that white one. That's our chicken plucker that we have yet to put together.
Oh, you went ahead and bought one?
Yeah, because we do want meat chickens. That's something that I think towards probably the end of, probably mid-September.
Yeah, mid-September, then they'll be ready 9 weeks later. So we'll have them in the freezer before the winter.
Full on winter.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about doing is getting some in later, and before it gets too cold, but when it's not hot. Do you think it's hot? Do you know? Maybe it's hard to order when we wait, or do they do them all year round?
I thought when I looked at Cackle Hatchery, I think Cackle Hatchery has them up until at least mid-fall,
Yeah.
but I'm not for sure. So
Because they're just miserable in this heat. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then Rancho Las Rosales, they've got one meat chicken. They had a bunch.
They've had it for over a year.
And I guess
And it's just like stumbling around and it's still alive.
Yeah, something happened with all of them and they all died because they got too hot.
Yeah.
And then they had one left. And this one meat chicken, they've had it for about a year.
About a year now.
And I'm like, I can't believe that.
He said it's so big and he's just walking around.
Just stumbles around all over.
I didn't know they lived that long.
They don't.
I didn't.
Normally, they don't. Usually they get so big and they end up having heart attacks or stroke because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look who's in the chat.
Her Skinner.
Two old people on a couch. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Also, Fallen Arkansas Veterans is in here, and he says hi.
Hey, Terry sent your shirt to you today.
I did. You should be getting it here in a few days. And I don't ever I should put notes in with the shirts, and I don't. My handwriting's horrible. For any of you that, well, most of you wouldn't know. The only one that would know would be Laura. I have tremors, so it's called essential tremor, and nothing essential about it to me.
Sorry.
But I have tremors, so.
Nothing essential about it.
Oh, yeah. It's also called familial tremors, so I inherited it. And so every once in a while you might see that I'm shaky. A lot of people see that as nerves, and it's not. I'm like that all the time. So yeah, my handwriting is just horrible.
That's what attracted me to her in the first place.
Yeah.
And I know Mike is.
Because she kept telling me yes, but it wasn't yes, it was tremor.
I know he has said something about it. He'd say something about you. I mean, on live streams or videos or something, say you were shaking, and he's like, well, she does that all the time. So I began to realize that it wasn't nerves after a while, but at first I did think it was.
Yeah. No, that's all genetics.
Does it get worse or?
It will. Katharine Hepburn has had the same thing, and you'd see in the older movies. I don't know.
And her head would just shake like this all the time.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Same thing she had. So something to look forward to.
I mean, it won't kill you or anything like that. It's just what it is.
No, it makes my neck muscles and shoulder muscles tired.
Well, because when she's doing it, they're always contracting all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then, but the positive side, I can't take any of the drugs. They've given me all kinds of medications and stuff, and I get bad side effects. And it's like, no, I don't want to be a zombie. I want to be able to feel my fingertips. You know, I don't want to do any of that. And I've had 3 doctors now tell me that drink wine. I'm like,
she does.
Okay. I've been to a lot of AA meetings, and they tell me don't drink wine.
Right. And that would be normal. But no, they said if you drink a glass of wine, it'll mellow it out. Yeah. And then I had another one tell me to wear heavy jewelry because it weighs the hand out. And I'm like, okay, well, this is cool. I got a doctor telling me to drink wine. And
she walks around like a ghost with chains on.
Yeah. Yep.
Look at this.
So I walk up behind her and I go, ooh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We can laugh about it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm afraid. I don't know how to respond here.
Oh no.
I can
all good. If we can't laugh, then hey.
I can start listing my diagnoses, and I'm not kidding about the AA.
It's all good though. You're doing good, right?
You got to laugh at yourself sometimes.
Yeah. And if you can't, then you need to laugh at someone else.
Yeah. Laugh at somebody else at their expense.
Yeah. That's like, only run if I'm running from something that's chasing me, and unless there's somebody slower than me, and then you trip them.
Yeah, she's been practicing her tripping techniques.
Yeah.
For when the zombies hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll trip me so she can get away.
Let's see. What did
What'd you
Arizona
see?
Kid say? He was
Tony
asking-
said, get Terry some bling.
yeah.
But she doesn't wear jewelry.
I don't wear jewelry.
She's
And
not
I
that
don't-
kind of a person.
I have a bunch of wine, but I don't drink it very often.
No.
It's just not my.
She goes, let's go visit somebody and take some wine with us.
Yeah.
Let's make a friend.
Yeah.
Oh my
Arizona-
gosh, can you see
Arizona
this?
Kid wanted to know if you were gonna. I basically think he wanted to know if you wanted to have somebody else in the chat.
What's shaking her?
Yeah, thanks, Laura.
Everything.
Yeah. Everything.
Does she give you a hard time too?
Of course. No.
They've been best friends since school.
High school.
Yeah.
High school.
Yeah. Early high school, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Creekside. Laughter is a medicine. I choose to OD every now and then. You did last night for sure, Tony.
Yeah.
He was on a super roll last night. He was
Yes.
funny. He's so
Well,
When's he
got
not?
he got hopped up on sugar because Joni bought him a big old banana split in a bowl, and he
Oh
was
my
on the
God.
live eating, and he just started getting wound up like a kid on sugar.
Is he
He
ADD,
was on his game last night.
ADHD or something?
something.
We'll have to diagnose him. We can't have people here with no diagnosis here.
Yes.
We all have something.
Absolutely.
Don't come in here with no issues.
Yeah, we got something. Arizona Kid said hi to Granny Moreno. I didn't see Granny Moreno come in. Hi, Granny Moreno.
Yeah, I did, and I meant to say
There she is.
hi to her, and I don't remember if I typed it or not. I was going to say hi to her, and then we got talking, and
I
Jason's
know.
in here too. Illinois Canerum.
Hi, Jason. Yeah,
And-
he gave away most all the wine he makes. Yeah, that peach stuff he had was pretty good.
All I want is I
I only
want
have
one
a
of
little
those
bit.
etched bottles.
Yeah, that bottle was awesome.
Tell me who I write the check to.
Yeah, seriously, Jason.
I need a skull because I'm in Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, and our patch is a big skull.
Yeah.
And when I seen that, I just said, man, I got to have one of those.
Yeah, that was an awesome carafe.
There,
Yeah.
I said hi to her now.
Is that what it's called? A carafe?
A carafe.
A carafe.
CARAFE. Carafe.
A carafe.
Yes.
See, they didn't teach me that in college, so I don't know the word.
It's all right.
There's a lot I didn't learn in college.
Yeah.
Creekside's the whole alphabet. He's been
Yes.
diagnosed.
Yes.
Yep.
I want to believe him.
I'm telling you, I pulled a hamstring. I threw out my knee. I had shoulder surgery. I had
That's why we
both
can't get
soldiers
anything
done.
done around
I had back surgery. I had foot surgery. And I keep telling her, I said, I don't know why you married me. The car's paid off. Now it's falling apart. So it's getting worse as I'm getting older.
Because I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got good life insurance. So her and her next husband they'll be taken care of.
No, I'd never find another one that was trained as well as you.
That is true.
And he cooks too, right?
No, Hamburger Helper.
No, you don't. Oh, that's right. That's
I
right.
am the master of Hamburger Helper. I
That's,
raised 2 teenage boys on Hamburger Helper.
I can't believe I said that right after your last video. Y'all were just talking about that.
And my trick was get my boys used to jalapenos because I chop them up and put them in the hamburger so you can't taste the bad cooking.
Oh.
So
Did I read what? What are we talking about, Arizona?
I think about where he put something about if you were having other people in the live tonight on screen. If you were going to put a link in, basically.
Oh, no, I'm not putting links in tonight.
She's, I guess, you're doing guests now on your
Well,
live,
yeah.
like you're planned out.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not going to do very many though. This is, so I am like kind of at a homestead, kind of at a standstill because we're
Right.
planning on moving. And so
Right.
there's not a whole lot that I want to do here or bring here because of that. And so I thought during these lives that I would bring in just a few people
Right.
before I get back to my regularly scheduled live streams that I've only done a few of so far anyway.
So you guys got a date when you're going to move?
No, we're still looking for land. We've got a location, you know, an area where we're looking. I got distracted by the chat. We've got a location. I'm going to move over to where my parents and my brother have some land, and then we're all going to build out in that location. They've looked at a few different properties within the last 2 weeks, but nothing yet. There's a couple of properties there's a few that they looked at. There's 2 still up for sale, or sort of up for sale. It's kind of iffy. It's really complicated to talk about because it's a complicated situation, I guess. And so, but just as soon as
just leave it complicated. We don't have to talk about it.
As soon as we find a piece of land, if it doesn't have a house, we're going to start building probably a barn dominium.
Oh,
Cool.
my son builds those.
He builds them?
Yeah, he lives in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they pay for him to go to, he works for American Steel, and they do wood too, but his specialty is barn dominiums. He just built a barn dominium for the CEO of Cabela's.
Really?
Yeah. So what he does, his specialty is the whole bottom part is a barn, of course, and then it's a full house, but he's building them like 80 by 200 and stuff like that, with 4,000 foot of living space on top. And then this guy doesn't have horses or nothing, but he has stalls, and he's got snowmobiles for everybody in the family, 4-wheelers for everybody, quads on the other side, and so on and so forth. So that's what's in the stalls instead of animals. So on top of a mountain. But that's what he does.
But that's not in Oklahoma, right? Snowmobile.
That's all over in Colorado. But he lives in Oklahoma now to avoid the taxes of Colorado.
Yeah.
And so he lives over here now, but he has portfolios with the building plans for everything he's ever built. So, and you know, it's one of those things, if you build a barn dominium and you don't know what kind of layout you want and stuff like that. But my son, that's what he does. So he's back in now. He goes out for a couple of weeks and builds projects. He's been up in Idaho building grow barns.
What's that?
Yeah.
For marijuana.
Oh,
gigantic grow barns up in Idaho.
Yeah. Connie wanted to know, how big does it have? I don't think it's a matter of size. It's more a matter of, it's usually got a barn with living quarters of some sort.
What a barn dominium is, it's built like a pole barn, if you know what a pole barn is. And then they do the whole outside and the walls like a pole barn, and then they come inside and then they sheetrock it and insulate it and all that stuff. Right. But it's basically it's a pole barn turned into a house.
Right.
And that's the Fowler family farm, I believe, is a barn dominium. Are they not? I know Paragon has a barn dominium.
Paragon Ridge Ranch is. Yeah. But I think theirs was framed in steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And what's it usually framed in?
Wood.
Okay, on the inside.
Yeah.
So they built it.
Instead of, all the poles that make the pole barn, the wood poles and stuff like that, I think Paragon used steel instead of that. But they build it in the same concept.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Our house is.
So
ours is a metal steel framed house. There's no wood built
on the exterior walls.
On all the exterior, it's all steel in our house here.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be tornado proof, but we'll see.
Well, hopefully we won't see.
Yeah.
I don't want to find out.
Well, like Fire Marshal Bill said, how do you know if it's tornado proof unless you go through a tornado?
Could they make a tiny house?
That ages me on Saturday Night Live and Living Color and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Mike's building a grow up. Tony.
Yeah.
The other Mike. Yeah, that would probably not set well with his employer.
Those barndominiums are getting to be very popular, and
if you go to Chrissy at Paragon Ranch, she just did a tour of friends of theirs that just built a barndominium.
Her friends, you said?
Yeah, she did a house tour of their barn. It looks just like a house on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's built like a pole barn.
Yeah, I don't need a real big one.
You're dating yourself.
Yeah.
I was looking to see if I missed anything here. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on. I just can't keep up with it. Could they make a tiny house barndominium? I mean,
you can make them any size you want.
Define tiny house, I guess.
I don't know how much barn of that you would have. I mean,
it's not that, it's how you build it.
Right, but I'm saying that a tiny house, if you're doing a barndominium typically has a barn or storage or for UTVs or whatever, ATVs. And then
there's different
living area. Right.
If you look at Chrissy's on Paragon Ranch, the one she went through, they did it one level, but they built it as a pole barn and then turned it into a house.
Right, and I get that.
So
but what she's saying, a tiny house.
You can build it the same way.
I got it. Yeah, never mind.
Okay. Well, see, like our garage over here, that's a pole barn.
Right. I know that.
And you can make it as small as you wanted it, and you can still make it into a house.
Right.
There's nothing else. It's the way it is.
I would just think it would need to be bigger somehow,
Why?
than a tiny house, but
Well, yeah, you'd want one bigger than a tiny house. I'm not going to interrupt
this. They're arguing. No.
Now, this is awesome. Y'all just keep on.
It's pole barn versus tiny house.
Yeah.
You can make a pole barn as small as you want. You can make a tiny house as small as you want. So it doesn't really matter.
Well, a pole barn.
It ain't going to stop. Trust me, it ain't going to stop.
No.
She's got to be right.
Yeah.
Maybe
you're supposed to say.
Like I could say, hey, that shirt is blue. She goes, no, actually it's aqua blue. She always has to make it precise. She's always been that way. Kind of like the drummer from Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
That was the first time in our relationship I was ever right.
And that's not true.
Okay. Well, since then.
It's a pole barn or tiny house. Tell us, Mike and Terry.
Yeah.
Creekside's starting to.
Well, no, it was Connie. It was Connie that asked if a barndominium could be a tiny house.
So this is Connie. Let's put it on Connie.
A barndominium.
It can be the size of one, but it can't be a tiny house. What? Depending on how you build a tiny house. I'd never built one. I built a hen house. It only took me 6 weeks to put 4 walls and a roof on it.
Oh my gosh.
And how many videos?
Oh yeah, I think 6, but stretched over 6 weeks.
But hey, it looks good. It does look good.
And my son, who's the construction guy, calls me and said, hey, Dad, he goes, from your video, you need to go back and change the quarters. I said, chickens don't care. Chickens don't care.
Yeah.
You can get a 55-gallon drum and put wire on each end and make a chicken house. They don't care. But my son is one of those guys that he can build anything. Read a blueprint, he can build you anything. I'm not like that.
So is it a father family?
Tiny house is under 500 square feet. It would be hard to have a barn and living quarters in under 500 square feet for a barndominium.
But there are tiny houses that are 300 and 200 square foot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you could have that 500 square foot
and split it up
or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Tiny #tiny barn.
Tiny barn. There you go.
What is
So if
this?
it's real tiny, is it small or regular size?
Yeah.
Tiny pole.
Oh
It's
my
micro.
gosh.
If it's real small, it's micro.
There we go.
Micro.
Micro barn.
Yeah.
Dominium.
We call it a tool shed.
Did y'all see the video that Fowler family put out today?
I didn't.
He did the installation of the mini split. Are those heat and airs or just the air? I think it's heat and air, isn't it?
What was it?
Heat and air.
The mini split.
System.
Oh, an HVAC system. You
Yeah,
talking about an HVAC system?
yeah.
Yeah.
The kind that is up on the wall instead of on the
Yeah.
He installed
Korea.
one.
We had those in Korea.
The air. It was just the air. Though.
Yeah, it was just air.
Just air.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Korea we had
Mr. Cool.
we either had a stand-up air conditioner or one that was mounted on the wall by Mitsubishi, and then for the heat they run hot oil lines through your floors, and that heats up your house in the wintertime.
So he did say it was heat and air. But then Creekside says, so Mike and Fowler, if my tiny house is 505 square feet, is it still tiny or regular? Or would that be medium?
That would be medium tiny house. I don't know.
Homestead.
We gotta let me phone a friend. Let me get Jason Crocker on the line.
Right? We call somebody up.
You gotta call Jason and find out.
All the professionals in.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Homestead DNA is in here. Hello.
Homestead DNA.
All right. A mini split is when you only go half. What?
A mini split is only go halfway down.
Oh, Tony. Tweener house. We've started something. I don't know.
No, that's called Tony sized.
Oh my gosh.
See, Tony's one of those people that can build anything too.
Yeah.
But his blueprint is all up here in the thingamus unimus thing up here in his head.
Yeah. Something.
Because when I seen him build that trailer, and he's going, "Okay, I'm thinking, I'm doing this," and now he doesn't have a bed frame for a guest to come over no more because he made a trailer out of it.
Hola.
He made it.
Inferno Gaming.
He made a trailer out of a bed frame. Because a bed frame, the metal frame you put the box spring on.
Yeah.
That's some of the hardest steel you'll get, and he used that to make for the bed of his trailer and stuff.
Homestead DNA said, I did a mini split once, tore a groin muscle.
Yeah, been there, done that. I jumped out of a plane with 85 pounds on my back, and when I hit the ground, it was muddy, and I did the perfect split. So they picked me up, put me on a stretcher, and took me to the hospital to fix a ripped groin.
Lori's never going to have us back.
I know, right?
What did I have to
I got 60.
I'm
I've got
just
60
listening.
years of being hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been hurt a couple of times since you've started the YouTube thing.
How do you go outside and walk a dog and throw your knee out? I don't know. I did it.
I mean, well, your neighbor's cows got out, right? So there you
yeah.
go. That's how you did it. And they need to sell you that land because of it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Good day, Daz.
Oh, Daz is in here. We seen Daz last
We
night.
did.
He was on the live.
With his ZZ Top beard.
Yeah,
He
man, that is a cool beard.
is. He's just cool.
Yeah, he's like he's straight out of Grateful Dead land. He's a
Grateful
cool dude.
Dead.
You know who the Grateful Dead is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks like he's straight out of the '60s with the beard.
Oh, I see.
He's part ZZ Top, part Grateful Dead.
Yeah, I see the ZZ Top for sure. Homestead DNA said you're old, Mike. He's got to be talking to you. You're the oldest one here.
Old, getting old.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting
You're getting old. Homestead, he said, and then he must be getting old too. He said he hurt his back laying down the other day.
yeah. Just laying
Who did?
down.
Homestead DNA.
Oh.
Said he was laying back to lay down and hurt his back.
I keep saying he. I don't know. Homestead DNA. I don't know. I don't know. He, she.
Spill it, Homestead DNA.
Yep.
What is your real name?
What do you identify as?
Oh man. Today. What do you identify as today? I am a he.
Okay. Good. I don't feel so bad now. I kept saying he, and I'm sitting here going, I don't even know. I could be saying that, and it's a she.
Yeah. When I'm in live chats and people don't know me, they call me Bud or Buddy, and it's like,
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and then like David, come on, he's like, yeah, he always says, what is it, buddy, or yeah, brother, or something like that, and I'm like, all right, but I'm not Mike. You'd think they all know by now, you know.
He goes, I identify as Danny.
All right.
Is that the D in DNA?
Yeah.
Or is it like Danny and?
Or is it actually, what is that, dinonucleic acid or something?
That's a good point. Is that Danny? Danny.
So if you say, if it's Danny and then there's an A's for another name, the N could be Danny and
right.
Somebody.
Well, and that's like us.
Anna.
Let's see what the answer is.
DNA.
I want to hear. Hey, Sunny's place is in here. Hola.
Hola. Oh no, I gotta say it right. Annyeong, Sunny.
Annyeong.
I usually say hola to her, and she says annyeong to me. But yeah.
Which is Korean for hello.
Yeah.
Waiting on that answer.
Danny and Amy. See?
Yep. There you go.
I was right again.
Oh,
again. He said again.
He's feeling good.
Uh-oh.
I need a beer.
Oh no.
She's got some wine.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Mike's harder lemonade stuff.
Well, see, I was starting to say this though, the DNA thing. We are MT, which is Mike and Terry, but it's also empty, like empty
nester.
Like, yeah.
We kicked the kids out.
Because we have all the kids.
Well, we moved to Korea to get the kids to move out.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
I'm telling you, they may leave, but they never go away.
Well, no, and it's all good. I mean, we moved to Korea, and we moved to Korea. They moved. The son, he moved out, and he's married and has kids. And I mean, it's not, it wasn't just one; it was the whole family living.
Well, when you're young, I mean, you go out on your own, but then you do have some hardships and stuff like that. And hopefully, you do have a parent that will say, "Okay, you can come in." You. But we said, "Okay, you're moving in. Okay, on August 15th, you're out of here."
Yeah. So we moved to Korea. Daddy
likes to walk around in his underwear.
So you give a date. Is that what you're saying?
Give him a date.
Okay. Yeah. And then but the thing is, once he moved out and once we were not right by him anymore, he made it. He's made it work. He's doing awesome.
Started his own business and everything.
He was becoming too dependent on Dad. Yeah. So yeah, he made it.
So that's Dad's fault.
Oh yeah,
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I didn't come in until he was like 17, 16, 17, somewhere in there is when I came into the picture. So
I was just trying to start another fight. It's all good.
Those aren't. We've never.
Those aren't fights.
We've never fought a day in our life.
No.
Really?
Never.
That's cool.
No. Our biggest fight is.
I love you more.
Yeah. I love you more.
That's disgusting.
It is. Isn't it? It is.
That's pretty much it.
I'm the man. I should have the final say. It don't work that way. That's why I'm well trained. Mm-hmm. I have accepted my point. When men say I'm the king of the castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not. she allows you to feel that way, but you're really just a court jester. That's it. You're just entertainment.
Oh, Homestead DNA says he was in Pohang for a month.
Oh, wow.
That's his Korea experience.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
We've been to
we've
Pohang.
been to Pohang. The
hand.
the water. Yeah. It's on there's the beach, and that's actually in Hamagat.
Yeah, it's in Hamagat.
And there's this big statue of a hand that is rising up out of the ocean water.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I think I have pictures of it somewhere on my Facebook photos.
Growing with Hudson's in here, and Rambling with the Broom said, "Get a room."
Get a room.
You gotta get a room. So, hi, Growing with Hudson.
And Homestead DNA appreciates my attempt, my effort.
Yeah. It was a valiant effort to start.
There you
go. So let's see. Brenda Baker says, y'all sound just like us. Everybody thinks we are arguing, but it's just discussing. Yeah.
That's what we said.
Discussing.
Yeah.
So Greg is going to Job Corps. I don't know if you were in that live chat when I discussed that.
I missed it.
You're going to work for free for somebody?
Going to work? No, room and board. He's going to live on campus.
What does that mean?
Huh?
It's like living at home, but somebody else is telling you what to do.
Well, I tell him what to do here, so it's not hopefully going to be that much different.
But it's different when it's somebody that's not.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is good experience.
I hope so.
That's the Army without the marching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he should wait a year. I think he should wait a year and mature, and he wants to go ahead. So I hope he makes it, because there's not a reverse button.
Yeah.
What? Where?
How's the dog? Yeah.
I think you got to speak up.
Yeah.
She's outside right now.
Yeah, she's doing well.
Good.
But we are past the hour.
Yeah, I
Really?
saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
We ran her over on time.
Yeah. And and I enjoy the conversation, but there's other lives that I don't really want to step on toes, and try not to, but
I don't remember, is Robertson's on?
Robertson should be on at 8.
Yeah.
I know Gail Southern Living goes live at 7.
So she's already started.
Yeah. She's usually in here. And then Jan's usually in here, and she's not.
But Tony's still in here.
Who's Tony? Just kidding. Oh, Lazy C said, so sorry.
Kristen's phone died.
That's okay. There'll be a replay.
Yep, go back and watch it. It was kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Kristen, you need to go watch it. Mike and Terry got into a fight in my live stream. Y'all heard it here. Go spread the rumor.
Knocked down drag out.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's see how many views I can get here. But
I can rename your live.
The one where Mike and Terry had a knockdown and drag out. That ain't clickbait, is it?
Oh, don't think I won't.
No, that's fine.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, could you act like you hit him for my picture when I go back and
Just put your fist on.
There you go. That's it.
You can save that one.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming, and everybody, if you would go watch MT Homestead. They need their hours. They've hit the 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. But they do need a lot of watch hours to get monetized, and we want them monetized. We want everybody monetized. Yeah. YouTube makes money. We can make money too.
That's right.
That's right. Thank
right.
you, Lori. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Hey, Greg, stay moist. Stay moist,
Moist
Greg.
Greg.